Hi there, this is H. Victoria Hogro Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and we were talking this week about writing what you know. So we want to get down to a little review here so that we can remember what we have to do. Okay? So we talked about writing about hobbies, things that we love to do, and we can share those things with people who read our books because we can humanize our characters by giving them things that they are interested in, and you can explain who a person is and why they are that way and why they're interested in different things. It makes your characters come alive. It really does. I think in Walking Among the Kudzu, we have a wonderful character in here who loved to cook, and she did it on a old cast iron stove, and she nurtured her family with her food. She did everything. All her lectures about life and living was done in her kitchen, where she introduced everybody to her cooking, and she encouraged them. She laid out the expectations for the family and what God wanted them to do, what the expectations for their future were, all of those types of things that happen in your kitchen shop, probably, in your home. So you want to write about those things that are precious to you, because those are the types of things that are going to touch your reader's heart, because they can feel that. If they had a grandmother like I did and a mother like I did, aunts and uncles who always nurtured you, encouraged you, no matter what, even though you were acting like an imbecile or acting like you were that odd person out, it doesn't matter. That was the norm in your family because those people issued out wisdom on a daily basis. So that's what this woman did. She continued to do that throughout her lifetime. And we get a sense of who she was through her cooking. So you can do that. You talk about people's hobbies, what they love to do. I think in an upcoming book that is coming out, I use quilting as the central focus for some of the characters. That was something that the characters had in common and things that they did, which was a ritual in their family. So we talked about sports, how you can incorporate sports in your writing and games. I know everybody's crazy about video games these days, and it's a really good topic. And no one has really done anything on those video games. I think as far as inside of a family setting, I think there's one or two things about television and remote controls and all that kind of thing. But I don't think that the actual video game, I can't think of anything. But anyway, that's an idea. I love the fact that my family played cards. They were bid whist fanatics at one time. And it was always great to watch the different personalities as they interacted and responded to different things that were happening in the game itself. And even when I got married, we had people who were into pinochle, and pinochle in Philadelphia was the thing. So that was something that was a whole new experience. I never learned that very well either, but it's a great game, and it would be good to include that in a writing program or a writing project. It would be really terrific. So think about that, and think about we said also occupations. If you're curious about a particular occupation, or if you are interested in something, if you're curious, go find out about it, do some research on that topic, and explore it inside and out. Even if you have to go to a hospital and volunteer just to find out what goes on there. I mean, there's so much going on. One of the things I like to do is to make little blankets for uh, small children in a neonatal center. And they also ask for people to come and just hold the babies. I think that's something that's really interesting. It's a really interesting thing to even think about, where you go and just hold premature babies. I think that's just a special, unique thing that happens in our society that does not get enough attention. So think about things of that sort. We also talked about family stories, ways you can incorporate family stories into your writing, and we can always use a good Christmas stories. Like you see, I got still got my Christmas stuff up, so I love Christmas stories. Um, but think about things that you can write about, and things that you're excited about, and things that you love, because that's what's going to make your reader pay attention and fall in love with your writing. Because you, when you write from your heart, when you write from something you know, those things are going to be resilient on the page. So be sure to do that, and consider doing writings on hot topics. We talked about like slavery. I just completed uh, this one, which is enslaved. And that process was very interesting because what I did, we're going to be talking about the next time, we're going to be talking about storyboards and how that can help aid your writing. And I don't use a storyboard per se, but what I do is I surround myself with pictures and images of the thing that I'm writing about. And but we'll talk about storyboards next time, and we have to pay homage to Walt Disney, who thought up that idea. It's really cool. Okay, but that's one of the things that we did in Slave. We surrounded ourselves because I had to feel that I was in Africa. I've never been there, so I surrounded myself. Me and National Geographic, boy, we had pictures everywhere. So you try to do something on that order, but you have to do things that will make your writing special. Now, I think I've covered everything that we review. Oh, my favorite one. I forgot to tell you about this one. Writing about something about church life. I love, because I'm a very active person in my church, so I love writing about those things, even if it's just, in passing. But it's always good to incorporate that kind of thing because I think it's really cool. It's a perfect laboratory for studying human behavior, and you want to take a look at that. And check that out. You'll be surprised what you come up with. But again, just like in the family, when you write about family stories, you want to make sure you do not write about people that are living or write about their personal business. You need to fictionalize everything where it's unrecognizable. No one should know that you're writing about a particular person or a particular behavior. You need to fictionalize that. People will love you for it. And your family will love you and they won't kick you out. And your church will love you and they won't kick you out. So you want to make sure that you write about something that's original, something that's specific, something that you love and that you're passionate about. So those are a few things. We talked about hot topics because that's one of the concerns I had with slavery, because I think we're constantly having the effects of slavery that affect us here today and our status in this country. So that's one of the things that even I teach our children. If you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. Okay, so it's important that you do that. And also, I did write about, I think I did, I don't know if I told you about this. In this particular book, I wrote about a place that I love, which was Longport, New Jersey, and Sea Isle City, New Jersey. Those are two places that I like to visit during the summer because I love being at the shore, but I love the shore when there's not too many people on it. But I wrote a passage in here about this particular character who took her children to see the Elephant Hotel, and it's in Margate, New Jersey. It's one of the things that I took my kids to see, my grandkids and my nieces and nephews, because I don't have any children of my own, but I do. I have my husband's children and my nieces and nephews, which belong to all of us. I claim every one of them, but it was something that we always did for them because it's a very special place. So if you're in New Jersey, stop at the Elephant Hotel and take a look at it. Okay. But I included that in this book because I love that place so much. Now, the one thing you need to do from here on out is to make your writing unique by giving it a part of yourself, a part of your heart, a part of everything that you are, all your experiences you want to put into your writing. And that's what's going to make you great. You don't want to act like any other writer. Don't want to write like any other writer. You want to be special and unique. You want to stand out by yourself. I don't care what type of writing you do. You want to represent you in your writing. So if you love it, your readers will love it. So make sure you do that, okay? And this weekend, we have the Super Bowl, guys. And I want you to root for the Eagles. We need all that positive energy. So come on, I need your help. Help me scream at the TV and have a great Super Bowl party. I'm doing pizza. So I'll be having my different kinds of pizza and all of that nonsense. So it'll be great. We're making our own. So it'll be terrific. It really will be terrific. So you enjoy the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. And do me a favor. Love someone special. And most of all, love to you. God bless.